Hi, I'm Amy Jackson. I'm from Palm Harbor, Florida. So, my God story happened back, oh gosh, probably about 15 years ago. It was an August night, it was in the middle of the night, and I was sitting outside, and it was just a season of life where I was searching for something. I wasn't sure what I was searching for. I was going to church, but it didn't seem to be enough. Okay. Out there in the back porch with me was my best friend and roommate, Kim. She was one of those friends that you go through life together with, and you never realize just how good of a friend you have until a moment like this. So, when I realized something extraordinary was happening, was when we were just sitting outside talking about God and talking about, is he real? What does he think of us? Does he love us? Does he care for us? You know, we were talking about, gosh, could we just have a sign? Could we have one sign that we're significant in God's eyes? So what happened was, as Kim and I were sitting outside, just questioning the meaning of life, questioning if God was real, what did he think of us? We decided to call one of our friends. Her name was Mary. And now let me tell you, this is the middle of the night. And for someone to actually pick up the phone in the middle of the night, it has to be a God moment. And what happened was we just asked Mary, we're like, how do you know that God is real? How do you know that what you believe is true? And she didn't really have an answer for us, but she went straight into prayer. She's like, just let me pray, and let me pray that you all will see a sign that you know that there is a God, and two, that he can show you that he's there for you and he knows just exactly who you are and what you need. So, what happened next was, as Mary prayed, we just sat there in our lawn chairs in the backyard, looking at the back of the house, not knowing what to expect, just going along with this prayer. When all of a sudden, starting at one end of the house, going to the complete other end of the house, there was this comet that flew over. And I I really thought it was fireworks. I thought it was somebody setting off fireworks. It's what it looks like right before they explode. And so, we both jump up. There's no fireworks. There's nothing. It was almost like what you see in cartoons, that shape of the comet, the circle with the tail. But the really cool thing about it is we were praying for that sign. We were praying that God would give us that sign that he was there and that he saw us, and that it was a sign that only we would know and understand. And it was really cool because literally started at one end of the house and ended at the other end. Nobody saw it except for us, and it was just for us. So, what came out of this was a true belief that God saw us, that He heard our prayers, and He knew exactly what we needed and when we needed it. He knew that a comet would get our attention, and it sure did. What I want others to know is that God is real. He hears our prayers, and He's willing to give us a sign if we ask for it. Um, you know, he's there for us. He's going to give us the sign that we need, that only we will understand. But what we have to do is we have to cry out to him and ask him to give us some sort of sign, a signal that he is there. And it's the little things. I think so often we look for those huge giant moments, when it's just the little small things that he sends us, that we know that he's right there walking alongside with us. What I want others to know is that God is real. He hears our prayers, and he's willing to give us a sign if we ask for it. You know, he's there for us. He's going to give us the sign that we need, that only we will understand. But what we have to do is we have to cry out to him and ask him to give us some sort of sign, a signal that he is there. And it's the little things. I think so often we look for those huge, giant moments when it's just the little small things that he sends us, that we know that he's right there walking alongside with us.
Thank you for joining us this week on Your Everyday Life podcast. We pray that you were encouraged. Make sure to visit our website at youreverydaylife.org, where you can subscribe and receive weekly devotional blogs from Scott. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Your Everyday Life. Be sure to give us a comment on how words of encouragement has inspired you, and pass the word on to a friend who you know needs encouragement. Be sure to tune in again next week when once again we will look at everyday life topics and apply words of encouragement. Until then, stay encouraged by what you heard today, and may you be greatly blessed.